Good morning, guys. This is Daryl with Daryl's Lee's Lawn Care and Services. How are you? Hope y'all having a good morning. We still dealing with the little tropical storm we had in the area. It's still like hanging around, doing some stuff. You know, it's hitting Texas right now. I know weed whackers dealing with some rain and all right now. I mean, we had rain all day, pretty much yesterday and the day before. Just couldn't do a whole lot. I worked in the rain. I did that commercial account done Sunday, and it's today. It's supposed to stay dry until about lunchtime. So I'm going out today to see if I can get some things done. I had a couple calls, so I got to get out there and try to get something done. And I know once this rain leaves us, man, I'm gonna be full blown. Might have to hire some help to get me back on track. But yeah, guys, hope you guys are doing okay. So far, so good. You know, the season's been very, very good to me and my family. Been very, very blessed. I hope it's been the same for you guys. I wanted to share something with you guys. The name of the app that I use for my gas app is Get Upside. Get Upside, guys. That's what I use. Get Upside. And what it is, it's a gas app where when you download it, you put it in your phone, and what you do, it'll show you the prices of the gas stations around you and tell you how much you'll get back if you go spend at these gas stations, so forth and so on. So you can use the money, the cash back money, a variety of ways. You can do a gift card. You can even just have them send a check to you, or you know, you can use it however you want to use it. You know, and what they do, they store the money in a bank for you, like a little fund. And what happens when you decide, when you're ready or whatever, you can just send that you could have it sent to you as a check, or you can assign it to a gift card and reuse that money for something else. And that's how it was. I was kind of clueless about it until my girlfriend kind of told me about it. And what it is, I mean, hey, every little bit helps, right? So had I used that at the beginning of the season, that would have been great, because I couldn't tell you how many thousands of dollars I spent on gas a year, you know, doing my business. And knowing that I could have gotten some of that money back and used it for some other things, kind of piques my interest a little bit. You know, and they give you so much per gallon. Sometimes the deals are great, sometimes the deals are not great, but for the most part the deals are pretty decent. Like this morning, you know, I checked it, and I'll just give you an idea. The gas in this area, and a lot of the areas, is like $1.79 a gallon. I know some people, gas is extremely higher than that. I understand that, but the gas prices are different for every area. And so, what it is, like I said, this app shows you the price of the gas station, and it shows you the price that they will save you if you go to that gas station. They will send you they'll take some money off of it, a few coins off of it, and you know, you pay for it and you upload your receipt. And when you upload your receipt and your receipt gets approved, then they put the money in your little coin bank. And then you can take that money that's in the coin bank and put it toward a gift card, or you can have them just send you a check, however you want to do it. You know, once you get a certain amount. Now, like I said, had I done this early, I mean, in the beginning of the season, I'd be extremely happy right about now. But you know, hey, that's why I'm excited for next season, because there's a lot of tools, a lot of things that I'm learning. You know, you're never too old to learn stuff, guys. You know, I've been in the business for going on about 15 years now. I've been doing this, and you learn something new all the time about business. You know, and don't be, stubborn to it, because I was very stubborn very one-sided, and sometimes you have to open up and listen to reason. If you want to be better, and that's why we have so much diversity, because everybody don't love the same thing. So we all are different. We all use different tools, to accomplish, the same jobs, but we like the way certain things work and certain things look and stuff like that. And that's great, That's what keeps us growing, as a people, honestly. The diversity is what helps us. What helps us grow. Helps us to be better, So I'm just sharing that with you guys because, it's something that I found out. It's new, and it's new to me. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's new to me. And there's a couple other apps out there too. There's one for Exxon. If there's a lot of people that use Exxon, you could find the Exxon app, and it'll save you, when you go use buy the Exxon gas. I buy a lot of Exxon gas, But since I found this app, this Get Upside app, it just shows me a lot of different things, And I get gas from racetracks and stuff like that too. So, it doesn't really bother me as much. I don't have a specific gas station I go to all the time when I'm getting stuff. So it was no big deal to me, but my big deal was when I was being told about the app is how I was going to get the money out of it. Like, well, how do I get credit for this stuff, And then when she showed me, it kind of opened my eyes to it. It's like, okay, well, this is what you do. Okay, that's what you do. That's how you get it out. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know how much I spent in gas so far. I got to look at my computer to tell me, because, I have an expense report that I have in my system, and I just have to check that, and I can single out gas, or I can single out certain workers or whatever, and I can see how much I paid them for the season. So, and then, what I do, I go back and I analyze all that stuff. And what it is, I do what the business made, what I paid out in expenses. You take that away from what the profits of the business, and that's how you know your profits. And it's like, okay, well, what did you do with it? Well, you might have paid rent, you might have paid whatever you had to pay, and then you have a savings fund. You put money on the side. So, you compare all that stuff, you look at it, and you're like, well, damn, well, what can I do better? So you write that stuff down. Don't tell it to yourself. I wrote it. I have a log that I buy every year, and every year I buy a log. I write down what I need to improve on, and when I get the new log, I put what I need to do from the old log in the new log, so that way as a reminder. So when I start the new season, I know what I need to focus on. I know what I need to work on to be better or more efficient. So that's kind of what I do. And sometimes, every season is different. You get swayed and pushed, different directions. It happens. It's just part of the season. And like in my case, the next season I gotta get 2 new riders. So my expense sheets is gonna go through the roof. Before we even get started, I'm gonna be buying 2 more ride mowers. So I'm looking at $8 to $9 grand, for 2 new mowers. Say at $4 grand a piece. That's $8 grand. And if I get bagging systems, which I probably will, that's about $9 grand right off the top. That I have to come right off the expense sheet, and then the business is gonna have to pick that up. But what it is, the advantage that you get, you buy that stuff straight out, and whatever you make after you've collected your money back on it is profit. So for me, spending that kind of money, I say midway through the season, I'll start to turn a profit. Those machines will be paid off. And they'll be paid off. They'll be paid off regardless, but they'll be paid off from sticking in my pocket, so to speak. So that's kind of how I look at it. So yeah, it hurts. It hurts up front. It hurts up front, but in the long run, you don't have to pay. In the off season when you're not making as much money for a piece of equipment. That's how I look at it. So you have all that stuff out of the way. So that's the goal for next season. I got to do that, and then once I get past that hurdle, like I said, guys, my plan is to update and upgrade all the equipment. And I already got new weed eater, new edger. I don't know if I want to get blowers. My blowers are running great, so I don't know, but they're about 5-6 years old, so they're getting up there, and they're still running good though. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that. But as far as the new mowers go, I got to get the new mowers. I'm gonna get all new mowers. So I'm gonna take next season, and I'm gonna get dedicated to getting new mowers, and then the following season, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Truck's running great, so I don't think I need a new truck. I don't know if I'm ready for that type of expense. That I can't buy straight out. I have to pay a note on that. Now I could save up and get a used truck, but I mean I don't know. I trust getting new stuff versus buying something used, which I don't mind buying used if I have to, but it's not how my thinking is right now. So I'm gonna take it one step at a time. Let's get through the mowers, and then once we get through the mowers, I'll assess some of the other things and change some of that stuff out. To make my business more efficient and make me more effective. And there's also a couple other things that I'm going to do next season as well. I have figured out that it's not the amount of jobs that you do. It's about how often you do the jobs that you do have. And I'll be the first to tell you, man, if I ran more 10-day scheduled accounts, I would be in great shape versus running bi-weekly stuff. But I have so many accounts to where I can't get to all of them every 10 days. That's how I look at it. So I'm gonna look into doing that next season, running more 10-day stuff. Because if I run 10-day stuff, then I don't need as many accounts as I have, and that's kind of the goal. I want to keep it down to where it's a manageable amount, with the business, and then I want to keep it to where I'm not overextending myself as well. Like, I have a lot of accounts right now. I ballooned up over what my amount was. So in the off season, I'm glad we're coming to the off season, because I'm going to reassess all of that, and some accounts are going to have to go. It is what it is. Some accounts a lot of accounts are going to stay, but some of them got to go. They just got to go. I'm not going to overwork myself, and I'm not going to stress myself out trying to run behind catching these accounts, because you have to take into consideration it's going to rain. Stuff's going to happen. We deal with storms all the time. That stuff is going to happen. So have to be able to deal with that. So I'm gonna definitely look into doing that. It's not a form of downsizing. I guess you could say it is, because what you do, you're taking and you're getting rid of some, and you're turning it into something where you can something that you can manage a little better. I guess that's a good way of putting it. And so that's kind of what it is. So I'm gonna definitely be looking into that, and I got to get down those accounts. I mean, I'm over where I need to be, and I told myself I would never get to that point. But you get friends, you get family, they call in. It's like you tell them no, and the guy's like, okay, well, just one time, can you come help me just knock this down and get this get this done, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll do that. And then from then on, the account turns into a regular account. It's like, that's not what we agreed upon, So, and I have enough stuff that I have to deal with now anyway because of all the rain and all. And the storm should be cleared out by tomorrow for sure. As the day goes tomorrow, it'll be cleared out. And then as we get toward the weekend, the storm will be gone, and then the phone calls will be through the roof. So I'm trying to get a jump on some of that. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, man. It's like, what are you doing for next season? Get prepared for next season, Set your table up this season for next season, Have a plan, be focused, stick to your plan the best as you can. Sometimes you're going to deviate because stuff happens. We live in a world where stuff happens every day, happens very quickly too. So you just be prepared to deal with some things, but at least start off on the right foot. Try to, be organized, put your stuff together, understand what you have, understand your numbers, what you need to have, don't beat yourself up over it, but understand that, things happen and that you need to take care of. So just work on those things for next season, guys. We're getting ready for next season. This season is pretty much done. At this point it's done. So next season is where it's at. So you need to be focused on that. And, what you're going to do for your off season, work on those things. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm working on those things. I got to go through the list. Got to figure out who stays, who goes. And I'm going to go from there, guys. You guys take care. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'll get back to you on the next one. Bye-bye.